Hello from Praxis Recruitment. I'm Christina Stewart. Today I want to talk to employers about using personality tests in recruitment. And I'm going to cut to the chase. The short answer is don't do it. Don't do it. Now, I must say I'm a huge fan, actually, of personality assessments. I'm a huge fan of things like DISC or Insights or the Myers-Briggs type indicator. I love, love, love all of that stuff. I'm a bit of a kind of psychology junkie, and I love the idea of that when we have one personality trait, that we often have these other sort of clusters that kind of come together. And I really do see that in myself, in a lot of people. And I think it's just a really wonderful way to help us communicate with each other, to learn about each other. But I will say that doing those personality tests and getting those results, that is the start of a conversation. It's not the end. Right? And so if I do the Myers-Briggs and I come out as an ISTJ, which what that means is that I'm introverted and I like things and facts and experience that are tangible and that I really are logical and analytical. That's kind of what an ISTJ would be. So that makes a lot of sense to me. That is who I am at its core. I like facts. I like tangible experiences, and I'm definitely an introvert. You're going to catch me at home on a Friday night with a cup of tea and a good book, right? I'm not necessarily out there getting my energy from being around other people. The danger, though, that comes to incorporating those sorts of personality tests in recruitment is that we can stereotype. So we can take that ISTJ, that picture of somebody who's really logical and analytical and likes to think things through and likes to work on their own and those sorts of things, and we can extrapolate that out to assume that they're better off in certain environments and better off not in certain environments at work. And that couldn't be further from the truth, because here's a classic example. I'm sitting here and I'm filming videos. I went to a high school for arts. I was an actress as a young person, out in the world. And so what we're doing is we're assuming that ISTJ or that whatever in the DISC or the Insights, that they're not going to be comfortable in certain situations. And so if we take that personality test and we look at the role that we want to fill and we think, oh, well, that doesn't connect, that doesn't make any sense, we're actually doing that person a huge disservice, because we don't know that just based on that one personality test, that means that they can't or shouldn't be in that particular kind of role, right? So let's say the role that you're looking to fill requires somebody to do a lot of public speaking and manage community events and pull focus groups together and things like that. If you come up with somebody who's an introvert, you may think, oh, that they're not, that's not a place where they're going to be comfortable, so I shouldn't put them in that role. But what actually happens with introverts is when we're really comfortable about the topic, we're totally fine. If we're prepared and we're completely comfortable with what we're talking about, go ahead. I'll talk to anybody about recruitment and things like that, right? So if you've got that introvert who would do well possibly in those areas of public speaking and community events and so forth, right? So when we take a personality test and we make it the end result, we're doing, like I said, that's a huge stereotype, and we're doing that candidate a complete disservice. Where I can see that personality tests will work in a team environment and in a workplace is, as I mentioned, as the start of a conversation, right? Is to say, okay, well, the Myers-Briggs came back this way or the Insights came back this way. Talk to me about that. What that generally means is you behave in this way and you like to communicate in this way, and I like to behave in this way and I like to communicate in this way. And so how do we communicate and behave together? How do we build this team? And so it's asking questions and then building from there. So I think doing a personality test in terms of through a recruitment process, in terms of where will this person fit in the team and how can we create an environment where they will flourish, yes, check mark, go ahead. I think that's a great idea. What supports do they need? What might be challenges? And then from there, you can build with them a plan of attack, right? To involve them in the team. But when we're looking at the team and saying, or looking at the personality assessment and saying, okay, well, they come out this way, so they shouldn't have this kind of job, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm not a fan of using personality tests through the recruitment process to decide whether you'd like to hire someone. I think that there are way better avenues for doing that. I think, taking a look at their skills and their resume and having some conversations with them to see who they are, and then checking with a couple of references to make sure that what they've said, it matches up with who they actually are. I think that's a much better way of making a decision about hiring someone than using personality assessments. Okay, makes sense? Good stuff. Awesome. Well, thanks for checking in. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Praxis Recruitment. We'll see you next time. Bye now.